Hi guys, I have a few things that I want to share with you guys. And the first thing that I'm going to start with is AI. The reason why is because, well, number one, creators asked me to have a conversation around this. And the second thing is right now it's one of the things that has just gone mainstream, like meaning it's all over the place. People are making videos even of them asking questions. The questions that stand out to me the most are the ones that are spiritual questions. And the reason why is because if you remember, I made a video, I don't know, a little while back, maybe 3 months ago, where I shared with you guys that for me, that's something to watch. The AI was something to watch, and it's a hard pass for me. The reason why is because although, yes, it's doing good things, right? It's potentially being used for a lot of good. The main thing that I want to focus on is that what I'm being told or shown is that right now, because we're in the middle of what's going on in the world, it's not been settled. Um, and what that was supposed to be used for is to pretty much manipulate humanity. So what it does is, I'm sure you guys know by now, it gathers information, right? The collective information. So whatever it is that you're asking, it's collecting the data, eventually knowing how our consciousness thinks. And so then it is able to give us answers based on what it's collecting. The problem with that is that it is also collecting information from the not so nice people. And what creator's showing me is that there is, and I used this analogy before where it's like the two truths and a lie. Well, that's what it's doing. It's collecting all this information, and it's already kind of been shown and proven. I've seen it. I don't know if you guys have seen it, where it is giving incorrect information. And again, the reason why is because it's based on what people are feeding it. So it's not necessarily accurate. Now, that's just one of the things. The other thing is that what I'm noticing, and this is the dangerous part, is people are starting to rely on it for comfort, for conversations, like deep conversations, emotional conversations where um, one, it's a machine. You there's nothing like having human connection, having a conversation with someone that you can have a spiritual, energetic connection with, a soul connection. And so what happens is people that are not grounded are starting to really have these I guess emotional attachments with it, and are sharing personal information. So that's what's tricky about this, and that's what creator's saying is this was meant to collect information from people and then use it against us, use it to manipulate us, use it for to gain our trust. But then again, going back to the two truths and a lie, once you have full trust in this machine, then you're not going to question what comes out of it. As there's even, let's say, Google that we know now doesn't give us accurate information because it has been manipulated. And the same thing with this thing. So the message and the point with this with this is, make sure that if you are interacting with it, that you're not giving it personal information, because it's harnessing energy, it's harnessing your consciousness, and then it's going to feed you back what you want to hear. So if you are going to interact with it, use it to your advantage for simple things like maybe ask it questions that are going to be helpful towards building a resume, or that's just an example. I mean, there's other things. I really I haven't used it because I'm aware of what it's supposed to be doing. And also the most important thing is there's no connection stronger than yours with creator. Like having that direct communication with, consciousness is the utmost, the highest vibration and energy. And you just need to know that the more people use this, they are bypassing and disconnecting you from that collective Christ consciousness. And it's very important that you do not let yourself get pulled into that direction. There are people that are not stable, as I said, and are starting to rely on it. And it's important that we share or that we connect with community so that people feel supported and they don't feel that they need to rely on a machine. Make sure that you find people, because the other thing I'm experiencing or seeing is more and more people are reaching out to me because they are feeling unheard. They are feeling lonely. They feel the density and the thickness of what's going on right now. And it's valid. And for that reason, we more than ever need to have human connection. Okay? So please be aware of that. Now, the other thing that I'm going to touch on is just knowing that we are still in it, that things are still happening. So it may be very quiet right now and it seems like nothing's happening, but there's a lot happening. And because there is a lot happening, there's potential things that can occur. And I say it that way because I don't want to speak into it. I don't want to give it power. As you know, words are powerful. So if I say something's going to happen, then that's me reinforcing it, giving it energy. I don't want to do that. And you guys know that I believe in the power of prayer. And I believe that we can override things with our intention and our collective prayers. So I'm asking you guys to continue praying into dissolving, dismantling anything that not so nice people are potentially wanting to cause humanity, because they are very much still working hard. And they're having plans. They still have the sleepers, and the sleepers are still waiting for a green light. And there's a potential huge thing that might happen. And this is not to scare you guys. This is for us to get ahead of it with our prayer, because again, it will dissolve it, because I know and I feel in my spirit that it will. And if it doesn't completely dissolve it, it will at least bring it way down. So let's say it's a category 5 being the worst, it'll bring it down to like a 2.5, maybe even lower. But it takes all of us to have awareness and to be resilient and still, not letting things fly under the radar, because that's what they're doing right now. They are very silent because they want people to forget. And that's the thing. It is up to us to continue asking the questions. Where's the list? What happened with Diddy? Where, just all the things, where are the children? So the more that we keep asking, they know that it doesn't matter how far deep into their bunkers they go, we haven't forgotten, and they're going to get found and they're going to be brought to justice. And so this is all still happening behind the scenes. People might not think anything's happening, but it is. And so those are the things that I want to make sure that you guys are aware of, and that things are happening. And because they are, that is why it's a potential thing, major thing happening, because they're not going to go quiet. I've been saying this all along. You've seen in all the prophecies that Creator gave us, all the ways that He helped us prepare for these times. He gave it to us way ahead, and they're barely now coming to pass. It was a very slow, long process, and we got those messages way ahead so that we could know how to navigate through the times. Now we're in the times, and things are happening as we were shown, as I was, told they would happen. It took a long time, but they all unfortunately happens. But at the same time, fortunately, because I do believe and see that we can come out of this in a good way. So as long as that we continue to just do our part and just navigate through this. So don't let your guard down. Don't stop your prayers. Don't stop bringing awareness. Keep doing all the things and continue to, just prepare yourself. Keep yourself super healthy, grounded. Keep your mind, your heart, your body grounded and healthy and strong, because we're not quite done yet. We still need to navigate through it a little bit longer, and then things will come to a close. In the meantime, make sure that you are reaching out to people that you want to connect with, because again, it's about community. I can't tell you how much I am putting out invitations of, come gathering community. People are not responding, and what that tells me is that people are in that fight or flight mode, and people are just freezing up. People are exhausted. People are scared and tired, and all this quietness, especially if you're an empath and intuitive, this quietness is deafening, because you can feel the thickness and the density of what's happening, because the silence, you just know, it's like that quiet before the storm hits. And that's kind of where we're at. But again, it's not going to do any good if we freeze, right? We need to be proactive. We need to counter things. So God is showing us what is potentially, down the road, so that we can counter it with our prayers, through preparing, and to just continue doing the things that He is showing us to do and guiding us how to get through it. So hang in there. I will continue to keep in touch with you as I'm able to and as I'm being guided to. So for now, blessings, and until next time.